Hello again, it's Priscilla Batzel in Spring Hill, Florida at Expressionist Art Studio Gallery in the backyard, and I want to experiment with bloom swipes. I have my glasses and an 8x8 by 2-inch canvas and a bunch of little swipe cards and something to wipe them off with for a change. And I have a nice clean one for my sky. So that is my plan. I want to do a sky on the top half. And I think I'm going to try and cheat as many ways as I possibly can. As in, I'm going to spread that all the way to the edge. And down over the edge. Because I can. And that is the name of my first book underneath Show More on the Amazon link under the video. And I don't know how any of this is going to go because I've never tried anything exactly like this before. I've tried to do a sky with conventional acrylic pouring and that's worked out quite well, but I've wanted to try what I'm about to try, and I think it's going to prove to me once and for all whether I can get away with less paint, because it occurs to me that this would be a good time to try that less paint theory. Because I know I'm not supposed to dig into the swipe color. So I'm going to throw that in the bucket, and I'm going to grab, I have a beautiful pink I can use as the cell activator. And I have a beautiful pink that I can use in my sky, which is made from golden magenta and iridescent pearl fine. And I was going to do this both top and bottom pillows at the same time, but I think that I'm much better off. You know what? I'm going to put a little bit of this Prussian blue activator in here because I can. Maybe the same reason I'm going to put some purple in there. Come off. Alright, so this is the Folk Art color shifting purple as a cell activator. And that is supposed to be my sky. And we shall see if that works out the way it's supposed to. And I like these curves. And I'm going to have to scrape that off somewhere. And I think the somewhere I'm going to scrape it off is right there. And then I'm going to have to wipe that off. And I did actually do what I said I was going to do, and I brought myself a cloth to do that with. I'm still going to flip my card over. So that's my sky. Very curious as to what I can do with this paint. Probably not much, but I won't know unless I put it down there and find out. Looks like not much. I have my Princeton Art Tool Catalyst spatula and a little bit of swipe color, and it seems like it worked. Like I can just use that spatula and drag right up and sort of blend in the edges. So what I'm going to do right now, I think, because this is early days, is go what I consider the wrong way first. No, I'm just going to go the only way I can. I kind of want some more yellow in there. I wish I had done that. Looks like I have almost enough paint. Not sure I really do. It looks like most of it's in the middle, but it's definitely falling down over. And I think what I'm going to do is try to be tricky. I am going to take some of my cell activator from both that Folk Art and that Prussian blue, and see if I can get something to blend along that top edge. It's not a very good cheat at this point. So there's your answer. Use more pillow paint. I knew that. I'm just a belligerent girl and I want to do things my way. And it's not making a lot of sense as a sky, but that's okay too. And now for my second trick, I'm still going to try and work on the bottom. I can still make some of that saved paint cover where it needs to, but it's not going to carry the colors through. So we got a cool streaky sky. Oh well. And I could probably swipe again and get even more stuff, and I'm really tempted to try that. I'm going to try that. What am I going to try that with? I'm going to try that with this rounded part of this card. And now I at least filled in, so that's cool. Alright, so now normally I would pour my pillow paint on, but I want it to be very even and fill in the gap. It's a 2-inch wide canvas, so there's a lot to fill in over there. I am definitely thinking about using my pearl, and I'm not sure why. I think I'm just going to do whatever comes to mind. Somewhat randomly, because I'm going to be swiping. And I love this blue. I can't use that orange, but I want some of that. I definitely want some of this. It's a Sargent copper, and I hope it works as a cell activator. And I'm a big fan of purple, as we all know. And I'm just going to let that paint that's starting to fall over the sides anyway. And I think before I swipe, I'm still going to let this paint sort of move around some. So I'm going to let it flow up. And I'm not shy with this, with the colors, so I'm just going to do that. Hey, cool painting! And I'm going to let that all fall wherever it wants to right now, because I don't think that's going to hurt anything. As a matter of fact, I really want to just try and swipe over the edges and see what that looks like. And it's not too bad. It's kind of interesting. It's what it is. It's a first timer. I'm going to leave that paint right up there with that card. I can't use edge catchers with this method, that's for sure. Gosh, that's so pretty, I don't even need to swipe. I should have covered my bottom with a layer of paint. But I really think that I've got these cards. I'm not adverse to the idea of using them when the paint starts flowing down there. And no, I haven't blown into it at all. I am always tempted to take whatever paint I have that's residual and try and reuse it somehow. We know that about me. And I haven't wasted too much paint, which is kind of cool. I'm not resigned to blowing into this or carding it yet, but that's only because it's so pretty. I'll show you guys. That's pretty cool, huh? So there's some black on my top now and I don't care. I didn't use my green. Wow, how interesting. So I'm going to do that right now because I can. And that'll give me an excuse to swipe, hopefully with a nice clean card. House paint saturates through my pants kind of way too well. I want it to go side to side, so I'm going to try what I said. Wow, that color is just too cool not to try and save. So there, Princeton Art Tool Catalyst spatula. So useful for so many ways, in so many ways. Well, that didn't do much yet, but I'm not done. Cool shapes. Makes me want to try and swipe with my spatula. And what? I've got blue. That's what I want to do. I wonder how that's going to work. I'm going to go right here. Well, if I ever wondered what that tool was for, I guess I know now. Didn't get any of that bright purple I love. That's going in the bucket. So I'm going to do that because we have a few minutes left. And I'm going to grab a little more of that blue. See what happens. Not getting any magic yet, but that's okay. I don't give up easily. Oh, for a second I thought I was using gold. I mean yellow. Just trying a myriad of tools. Try not to annihilate anything really cool, like that green was awesome. And then I made it go away. And I know I could torch. I think I'm going to use some yellow anyway. So at this point I'm just composing, because I've already gone so far past what normal people are doing that doesn't make any sense to probably anybody but me. And I'm tempted to go ahead and use some of this copper supposed cell creator. And I really should scrape off my card every time. And you guys can't see this, so it's bound to be frustrating. I'm sorry. And I'm going to go ahead and be silly and use my white cell activator just because I can. I haven't got too many cells. I'm not doing anything right. Seems like. I'm going to throw my swipe cards in the bucket and some sticks too. But you only learn by trying. And I'm beginning to like it. And I do have some cells. So that is what it is. I don't know what it is. Looks like 4th of July and all kinds of stuff all at once. Tend to want to go so now I've got at least a river. I've got 2 minutes left to tell you guys whatever I'm going to tell you, and I set the timer for 1 by accident. Not that anybody's ever going to see this. Pretty sure it's not going anywhere unless I get desperate. It could happen. So, it's different. But it's fun to play. And I had some fun. This is Priscilla Batzell in Spring Hill, Florida at Expressionist Art Studio Gallery in the backyard. I'm sure why I'm talking to you still, because I don't know that this is ever going to be seen by anybody, but I change my mind frequently. There, I got a little river, and I don't hate it as much as I did a moment ago. I actually kind of like it, okay. But it's gonna get torched because I can. Okay, so I love you guys. Thank you for 85,000 subscribers. If you want to help keep me here at YouTube, watch the videos longer. That's the only thing the YouTube algorithm understands. I got some nice little cells going on. I hear you're not supposed to torch this paint, but it's working for me just fine, so that's what I do. My temptation is to go ahead and add a yellow sun because I can, because it's the only thing that might make some sense. And I have the yellow. I have the orange too. You know what? That's probably an even better, cooler idea. So we're just going to do that because we can. In spite of that down there, which is going to go away right now. There we go. It is what it is, and it's cute. I can deal with cute. Please give me a thumbs up. Thanks for all the comments. I don't know what that thing is, but it's got to go. And there's bugs out here right now.